What's good? What is good with it, everyone? Hit the like button before you come in. Wow. Man, that karma hits deep, done it? Didn't me and Coach Joe and many others, didn't we say that the Timberwolves and their disrespect for a young brother winning a reward, this would happen? See, the Most High does not play. Karma is real. It is real, man. I see you, Casanova. I see you, Court Vision. You know how we do. I see you, Ricky Henderson. I see you, Macrina Daniel. Hit the like button. I see you, everybody. Wow. So the Minnesota Timberwolves, I think because of the Andrew Wiggins trade, Andrew Wiggins trade, the deal was if the Timberwolves get out of the top three, they'll lose their draft pick, and that's what happened. So the Warriors got the Timberwolves number 7 draft pick, and it was a shocker to everybody because we all thought that the Timberwolves was gonna at least get a top 3 or 4 pick. But the Most High does not play, man. That karma is real. They was talking all that ish about LaMelo Ball, talking about he didn't deserve it, doing subliminal shots. Carl Anthony Towns, and you know, I know he was dealing with some adversity with his mom, and RIP to his mother, to his queen. Let's not forget that. But I'm talking about this situation. Carl Anthony Towns and D-Lo was acting like beta males, man. Just whining and just crying on social media, dissing, because you know what's funny? If LaMelo Ball would have lost the Rookie of the Year, I doubt he would have done that. Anthony Edwards, and I can't believe Anthony Edwards did this, but I guess he's hanging around D-Lo too much, retweeting stuff from other people talking about, oh, he's not on, LaMelo's not on this level. Why would you retweet that stuff? That's not professional. But I'm not surprised. LaMelo was raised better than that. You think LeVar would put up with LaMelo dissing another player? That would never happen. But I'm not surprised. Quell Davis said it best. He said, the cream rises to the top. It sure does. Shout out to the Detroit Pistons. The fans deserve it at Detroit, man. They want something to look forward to. Shout out to them. Cade Cunningham, who I think is a talented player, knows how to score, very fundamentally sound, a big, versatile guard forward type of guy. But that karma came right at them. It's a learning experience. And did you see Anthony Edwards' face when they didn't get a top 3 pick? That's crazy. Yeah, Rap God, Cade is going to the Pistons. That's a guaranteed right there. Shout out to Walter Robinson. We see you. Shout out to Danny Joseph in the building. Jonathan Williams says shows the maturity of the team. Yeah, they're immature. They always kikiing and laughing, and they don't take this game seriously. That's why the Timberwolves ain't winning. And the Timberwolves were truly tanking. They're one of the teams that you could say they were tanking. Because Anthony Edwards, he took every shot. The ownership was like, hey, man, Anthony Edwards, we just trying to get you the Rookie of the Year. I want you to take as much shots as you want. They were like, Anthony Edwards, I want you to take all the shots. And I got no problem with Anthony Edwards. I think he's going to average 23 to 25 points per game next year. But that's just how their season was. Anthony King, we see you, bro. He says Anthony Edwards is a great player, but they will be in the same boat as last season, early fishing. I think they'll win more games, just a little bit. But until I see some leadership, I don't know. Say all you want about the Hornets, but the Hornets have some type of leadership. And that's with LaMelo Ball. LaMelo leads by example. That's why his teammates love him. Miles Bridges and company, the real players who are all about team. I'm not talking about the teacher's pets. Y'all know who they are. And as for the Hornets, I was like, damn, they got the number 11 pick. They're probably going to either trade up by a couple spots or trade down for more picks and package or get a veteran big or something. Rap Guy says, DJ, Ben Simmons received his karma for dissing LeVar and Lonzo Ball. Yeah, I remember that. I remember Ben Simmons' sister was dissing him. Boy, that karma was real. Superior Trucker said neither team made the playoffs. They in the same boat. No, not really. I know the play-in game is not the playoffs, but at least the Hornets were trying. At least they weren't tanking games. They're not the same. The problem with the Hornets, the Hornets are always in purgatory. Never contending, but never that bad, but never that good. That's their problem. The Timberwolves have always been trash. Hedge for VC says trade Hayward for the number 3 pick. I wish that was true. I wish that could be true, but Hayward is injury prone. And a lot of these teams don't want no injury prone player. They don't want that. Calvin Lewis says we was the 4th seed before injuries. Yeah. Rap Guy says I'm an Edwards fan, but LaMelo has better leadership skills. That is true. That is true. And I like Anthony Edwards. How many of you have heard me give Anthony Edwards so much props? I've done it. I've done it all through the season. That's funny when Sean's tell me, why you don't give Anthony Edwards props like you do LaMelo? I do give Anthony Edwards props. I did it at the beginning of this video when I said I predict Anthony Edwards to average 23 to 25 points per game. I wouldn't have said that if I wasn't giving him props. We got 50 people in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button. I want to see at least 30 likes right now. J.K. Robinson says Hornets were in the middle of the pack. Wolves are bottom of the barrel. Yeah, that's the difference. And the Hornets' problems are fixable. All they have to do really is give LaMelo the keys and have the role players stay to their role. We don't need no role players in the Hornets acting like stars. That's the problem with the Hornets. It's very fixable. Just because 41 says you're going to have to give a pick to get someone to take Hayward. Yeah. Miles Bridges is ascending. And the best thing they could do is trade Hayward to allow Miles Bridges to go to the level that I think he could go to. Did you know that when Gordon Hayward was out, Miles Bridges averaged 20 points per game? That tells you everything you need to know. Superior Trucking says that makes it worse if Timberwolves actually didn't try. Hornets did make the play-in, still couldn't being in the East. Says a lot about the Hornets, my bro. Yeah, the Hornets need some stuff to fix, but it's all fixable. Everyone that's listening knows the Hornets, all they got to do is 2 things, and they'll have that shit working. Again, LaMelo Ball got to get the keys first. That's what he's got to do. The stats prove it. Do you know that the Hornets have an above 500 record when LaMelo plays 35 minutes, at least 35 minutes, 32 to 35 minutes? This is an accurate stat. Calvin Lewis says 29 million in cap space too. Yep. Just Cuz says Hornets are definitely fixable as long as they let LaMelo shine. That's really it. Oh, I should have brought that up, J.K. Robinson. See, this is why I love my subs. You guys do your research. Look what J.K. Robinson said. He said Hayward in the number 11 pick for Miles Turner. Yeah, I'll do that in an instant. I'll do that in an instant because you know the Pacers want Gordon Hayward. They try to get him in free agency. F. Law says, I thought Anthony Edwards was cool. LaMelo so changed where all the hate coming from. I thought they were cool too, but you know, when you're a sore loser, and I'm sure Anthony Edwards is a good kid, but that was just a moment of being a sore loser. When that happens, the hate comes out. And that's the crazy part because LaMelo ain't never hated on anyone on the NBA or anyone in his draft class. He just want to play basketball. So I don't get this subliminal shots. And I was talking to the OGs, and I was like, hey, if they keep doing this to LaMelo, they're going to get some karma. And the karma happened. See, that's why I try to stay respectful and try to be the best person I can be, especially on social media. Because you never know that karma, man. Your favorite team could lose. You never know, man. It's real. Calvin Lewis says, yeah, sent that to the Hornets right now. Oh, yeah. That trade right there, man, if I'm Mitch Kupchak, I'm calling the Pacers almost every day. I'm like, we're going to have to make this work. Because Miles Turner, that's the missing piece right there. If the Hornets get Turner, that's better than any draft pick. You give up Gordon Hayward or Tebe if you want to, or Devontae Graham, whatever you name them, in a draft pick, hey, I'll do it. Everyone's replaceable except for LaMelo Ball and Miles Bridges. Sometimes I kind of put Terry Rozier in that list, but it just depends. You never know with Terry Rozier. So Duke Tugwell says Melo needs to head to the West when his contract is done. You never know with the Ball family. They're unpredictable. So you never know what they'll do. DZ King says Timberwolves are sore losers anyways. Yeah. And that sore losing caught up to him. The Most High does not play at all. Yeah, that's why you got to respect, you know they're saying, respect thy neighbor. That's not only in life, but also your profession. You got to be respectful of your colleagues, the people you're around, whether it's work, sports, local church, anywhere. You have to do that. That's been taught in Scripture. Louis says LaMelo learned at an early age about hate and sore losing from everything LeVar went through for his sons. Yup, LeVar has taught them well. That's why you would never see his sons hating on fellow NBA players. When Lonzo got into the league, Lonzo was getting hated by everybody. But you have never seen Lonzo talk trash to somebody. You've never seen Lonzo belittle anyone, even if they were hating on him. All Lonzo did was put his head down and try to win. Yeah, he may not have won enough that he wanted to, but he would show leadership by showing mental resolve. That's real leadership. Not this hee and ha ha when you don't get your way. Rap God says the 2021 draft is top heavy. I'm not sold on the prospects outside the top 10. That's why the Hornets need to trade that pick. That's exactly why the Hornets got to trade that pick, man. Get that Miles Turner. Get Miles Turner at all costs. Stop these. See, the problem with the Hornets, and this is why they've been in purgatory, what I call NBA purgatory. They try to play it safe. They either make a dumb move or play it safe. The easiest, effective move right now is to get any assets set up so they could get Miles Turner. Just Cuz says, I think Melo is loyal. If they treat him right, he might stay past his rookie contract. You're right, if they treat him right. Yeah, if they give him the keys, and when you do anything for a rookie, there's a good chance they could stay. Or a young player, exact. There's a good chance they could stay. That's why I never ruled out the possibility of LaMelo staying. They could fix this. But it's up to MJ and management to help make sure this is rectified. DZ King says, that's why Jimmy Butler called him Cat a simp back when he was with the Wolves. He saw the writing on the wall. Yeah, Jimmy Butler, who's a man's man, by the way, in the NBA, he couldn't stand it, man. He couldn't stand that beta energy. That's why he left. And could you fault Jimmy Butler? No. Because you can't win anything doing that. And I know Jimmy Butler hasn't won a championship, but he's been to the finals. He's been to a lot of playoff games. He's a part of winning. Every time you got Jimmy Butler, you're automatically going to the playoffs. Jimmy Butler didn't want to deal with that, man. When he went to Minnesota, I bet he told himself, "Well, I'm not gonna win shit with these players. They don't care about winning. They just want to. They just care about their social media and trying to be liked. And you can't win anything in this league with that type of mindset. That's what saved his career, leaving. And free Alex Caruso, man. I hate that rule. And he Alex Caruso got pulled over for weed. I can't believe that's still a law in Texas. But yeah, free that brother, man. That's a dumb rule. That's a dumb law. But yeah, free Alex Caruso. Hedge says, what if Hornets trade Hayward for Turner, then trade Graham and the Twins for Zoe? They don't got the cap money for Zoe. Zoe's getting his bag no matter what. I don't know why people think that Zoe's going to take less money to join the Hornets. Why would he do that to join a team that hasn't proven himself? Wouldn't you want Lonzo to play on a winning team? I do. I don't want Lonzo playing on these experiment teams that are trying to find an identity and they haven't found it yet. This is the same team that hasn't even given LaMelo his jersey. Genesis Jackson says LiAngelo needs to play with Melo, or they need to let him play on a team that needs his efficiency. Well, LiAngelo needs to get on Summer League team first. And if he does this thing, then teams will be calling. That's really all it is. Luis says Alex Caruso got out on bond right away. Oh, yeah, good for the brother. Yeah, I hate that law, man. But that's Texas for you. That's why I'm in Washington State. I love my state, man. I love Texas. I love H-Town. That's where I'm from. But, man, I'm glad I'm in the Pacific Northwest right now. I'm glad I'm in the West Coast. I'm in peace. Look where I live. I'm in peace. I'm chilling, man. Calvin Lewis says Lonzo on the Knicks. Y'all know that's a good fit. I can't believe people don't want Lonzo to be on the Knicks. I can't believe it. They're talking about Hornets and all these other teams. If it's not the Knicks and the Clippers, and I'm a Laker fan, and I admit the Clippers are a good fit. Danny Joseph says Zoe needs his money. It's about time. Plus, I want Lonzo to play in a winning team for once. Lonzo is ready to lead. Yeah, man. If you're a real fan of Lonzo Ball, you don't want him to play on these subpar teams, man. I don't get that, man. These people talking about, Lonzo could just play with his brother, man, and they could create a winning team. No, man, no. Have Lonzo play on a winning team for once, man, for once. Hey, we got 70+ people in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure to hit that like button so I could go on. Darius Ewan says it's beautiful out there. Air is fresh where you at. Yes, it is. Water's clean. That's why I'm not stressed out every day. Rap guy said Booker's showing out. Yes, he is. Shout out to Devin Booker. I know a lot of people think Devin Booker is arrogant. It probably so. But a lot of great players are arrogant. You know, he's winning. So that's what it's all about. You can be arrogant all you want if you're winning. Shout out to Devin Booker. And no, he's not the next Kobe. Offensively, probably yes, but defensively, no. The Mamba did it both sides of the ball. Mamba was the truth. There would never be another Kobe. But shout out to Devin Booker. Tessa123 says, shout out to H-Town, Houston Rockets for the second pick. Yeah, man. Who y'all think the Houston Rockets going to get? It's going to be between Jalen Green and Mobley. It just depends on the direction. I can't instantly say Mobley. I would take Mobley, but they got Christian Wood. Do they want to do Twin Towers, or do they want to have Jalen Green? They call him Kobe Light. Now, they're not saying he's Kobe Bryant, but he has characteristics of a Kobe Bryant. Jalen Green has a lot of potential. And another shout out to the state of California. Man, they are producing all this talent, man. Every year California has a lot of talented players coming out of that state in the draft. If you're from Cali, man, salute to you, man. Shout out to Rave Kingdom. He said new media, you know what it is. Calvin Lewis says or Lonzo on Phoenix. I would love Lonzo to be on Phoenix, but they got Chris Paul. Best Impact says LiAngelo has still get a chance to make the NBA. He still got a chance to make the NBA, but it will be because of his brothers. But he needs to start to play somewhere. He needs to have his own ambitions, not hope on his brothers. Now, I said this. Hey, remember when I said that LiAngelo Ball has to itch his own name? Man, you couldn't believe how many pushback I got. But I was being honest. That's the best way to make the NBA. Yeah, your brothers could give you a hookup on a roster, but if a coach is like, oh, yeah, we're going to put you on a roster, but we're going to sit you on the bench, that's not doing anything. But when you earn it and you earn your playing time, and I don't like the word earn because they keep using it for LaMelo and Lonzo. I'm tired of it. They got to earn this or that. But for LiAngelo, he definitely got to earn it. Because I keep hearing that, oh, the brothers are going to put him on. Yeah, but if a team is like, okay, all we got to do is keep LaMelo, is just put LiAngelo on, and they barely play him, what's that going to do? But if he carves out a role and he makes the NBA, the Shines wouldn't know what to do. They'll be like, oh, man, we can't even say anything. LiAngelo made it, not because of his brothers, because he did it. That's the best response of making it to the NBA. Rap God says Kendall Jenner said men need to take responsibility for their screwed up. What are your thoughts on Devin Booker's girlfriend? Hey, man, I don't really care what. I mean this respectfully. I don't really care what somebody's girlfriend says on that's an NBA player, man. Like that's their personal life. Just like LaMelo Ball, like they was talking about him having two girlfriends or so, and he doesn't even have two girlfriends. That's just cap. The truth is, LaMelo's a young man, and yes, he's dealing with IG models and stuff, but he ain't claiming them. He's doing everything LeVar taught him. Don't claim them. Have your fun and be responsible. So yeah. These athletes, their personal life is their personal life. At the end of the day, I just want them to ball on the court. That's all that matters. But shout out to Rap God. Rave Kingdom says Lonzo to the Knicks. Yeah, that's what wave I'm on. Lonzo to the Knicks. Culture. Winning. And I know they lost in the first round, but the winning culture is set. Rap guy says Lonzo need to date some IG bottles. Man, you never know. He probably is. That's a good thing about Lonzo. You ain't going to know too much what he's doing. He live a private life. That's what you're supposed to do. The Bulls are a wild card team for Lonzo. Levine and Lonzo, that's dope. Bartran in the house, man. He said, DJ, just saw your live. Peace, brother. Salute to you, my brother. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. Yeah, he be saying some good stuff on there. But, yeah, man, you know what's funny on Twitter, man? Like, there's some people that follow me, but I think they got me on mute. Like, if you got me on mute and you follow me, don't follow me, man. That's weird. I don't know about y'all. Don't y'all think that's weird? Like, that's odd. I don't go around following people and then putting them on mute. Like, if you don't like what I'm saying or if you mad because I'm speaking my truth on situations, just unfollow. But, yeah, I just thought that was weird. Antoine Johnson know what I'm talking about, too. Genesis is, yeah, there's people that follow me then block me after. That's weird stuff, man. DZ King said that's hella weird. That's odd, man. Maybe I'm old school, but I'm like, man, stop. Like, they'll follow you, but they mute you, but they watch everything you're doing. That's just creepy stuff right there. Bartra said, I will watch my Bulls again if they get Zoe. Oh, I know you would. Shoot. We doing so many live streams on the Bulls if that happened. Salute to Yvonne T. I see you, bro. Darius Ewan says he wants Zoe to the Bulls. Yeah. Jay Boy, what's good, homie? He says, hey, DJ, don't you think Lonzo should go to the Bulls so when they make the playoffs, the narrative would be about him changing the franchise? That is a good point. And they already got a big. They already got a big, man. They got depth. The Bulls have a roster that's set to make the playoffs. They just need Alonzo Ball to help stir it up. Stir that drink up. Yvonne T says spy mode. That's exactly what it is, bro. Like 007 stuff, man. Oh, let's see what DJ's saying. Let's put him on mute, though. You know, I don't. Let's see what DJ's saying, though. That's some private eye-ish. Da-da, da-da, da-da-da. Bartrand, yeah, Levine and Zoe on the same team, the UCLA connection. Because remember, Zach Levine played before Lonzo at UCLA, like 2 years before. Genesis Jackson says, I believe the Bulls can do it, but we just need a playmaker like Lonzo or someone like Lonzo's ability. Yeah, that's all the Bulls need, and they're a playoff team. Best Impact says Pelicans need a trade for Chris Boucher, even the Hornets. That's an underrated. I should have brought that up. Thank you for putting that out there, Best Impact. Chris Boucher from the Raptors has enormous potential. Shoots 40%, like you said. He's versatile. He's athletic. He can block shots. But, man, back to the Detroit Pistons. Shout out to all the people in Detroit. You deserve it. The Detroit Pistons, I don't think they were tanking. I think they played hard. I think that the Detroit Pistons were very young, and their roster wasn't of top NBA standards. So that's why they lost a lot of games. But Cade Cunningham with Sadiq Bey, who was a first-team All-Rookie, and the Pelicans should have drafted Sadiq Bey. Y'all remember I made that video saying that, too, a while back. I told them Pelican fans, I said, man, y'all need to get Sadiq Bey on the team. And now they're like, damn, we should have had it. Dexterious Crockett, thank you for supporting the channel, my brother. He said, let Zoe be the reason. New media. Yep. Because if he joined the Hornets, and I know they won't happen because of a cap and Michael Jordan won't do it, but if he joined the Hornets, it's always going to be like, let's say Lonzo joins the Hornets, which I don't see happening, and they go on the playoffs. What the media narrative would be is Lonzo finally makes the playoffs after joining his brother. You don't want that narrative. What the narrative should be is Lonzo went to the Bulls or Knicks, and they changed their playoff fortunes. That should be the story. See, I'm a little different with this. I think the Ball brothers will join the same team once everybody is established. I think they got this planned out. That's why you don't hear Woj or Sham Charania bringing up Lonzo going to the Hornets. It was never an option for Lonzo. He doesn't want to go to the Hornets. He's not going to get the bag with the Hornets. They just gave a ton of money to Rozier. They gave a ton of money to Gordon Hayward, $120 million. So why would Zoe? That's why Zoe doesn't even want to go to the Hornets. He's like, wait a minute, you won't even give my brother everything he wants. Why would I need to go there? Yeah, I gotta think, man. QJ Smith said Hornets should trade the pick. Yeah, trade a pick and trade a player to get Miles Turner. And when they deal with the Pacers, say everybody is tradable except LaMelo and Miles Bridges. We'll work with you. That's what I would be if I was the Hornets. I would tell the Pacers, hey, we'll work with you. Everybody is tradable except for LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges. Will give you everything you want, draft picks, players. We're good. Bartran says, Tim Jr. and Miles Turner would be nice for Charlotte. Oh, I agree. Tim Hardaway Jr. and Miles Turner, yeah. And Tim Hardaway Jr. could get buckets without over dribbling. That's a great skill, and that fits with LaMelo Ball. Calvin Lewis says, I like all Ball brothers on the Lakers. Hey, man, you never know. That's why I say y'all got to think the long game, man. I know we want to see the Ball brothers play on the same team. I want to see that too. But things got to play out. Quell Davis said we need to tap into Vernon Carey, JB in the way. Yeah, JB, and they're giving JB all this credit talking about he supported LaMelo and doing all this stuff. And I get all that. But until I see him play young guys and trusting them and giving your point guard the keys, the jury is still out. Vernon Carey had a game where he had like 22 and 10. And then the next game, JB plays him 5 minutes. Bartran said JB is auditioning next year. He sure is. QJ Smith says, no way Charlotte letting LaMelo go. If they're going to try their hardest not to let him go. J.K. Robinson, I'm hoping the Hornets straighten up so Melo is a lifer so he can be the greatest Hornet of all time. We will all love that, but they got to do it right by him. You look at Zion, look at Luka. Matter of fact, look at Trae Young. Trae Young he didn't like what Lloyd Pierce was doing as a coach. What did the Hawks do? Switch coaching in the middle of the season. And now they got the brother Nate McMillan, and they're in the Eastern Conference Finals. So this is the player empowerment age. This is not the 80s. This is not the 90s. This is the player empowerment age of basketball. All that old school stuff about earning and all that stuff, that's just not it anymore. Louis says, I can't believe what you say because I see what you do. James Baldwin. Shout out to James Baldwin. Yeah, that's a good quote right there. J.K. Robinson says, do you think Melo likes JB? Well, we all don't know LaMelo personally, but looking at his character and just seeing from a far view, LaMelo seems like the person that he respects his elders, so he will never say anything bad about JB. That's how he's raised. That's how he's raised. So you would never see him talk bad about any coaching. LeVar and Tina Ball have raised their sons to be respectful young men. That's why you would never see it. You would never see LaMelo complain. Because they were not raised to be betas. The Victorious Caucus says they already earned it. Lottery pick. Yep. Lord Sarpring says Jermaine is keeping an eye on JB too. Yeah, Jermaine Jackson is like the lieutenant, man. He got everything in control. Shout out to Jermaine Jackson. Give Jermaine Jackson his flowers, man. He has definitely been there for LaMelo Ball and the Ball family. Best Impact says Kenny Atkinson as a Hornets coach next year or during the season. You never know. Calvin Lewis says give LeVar his flowers. Yeah, man. But, man, I was thinking of the Pistons. So, if a starting lineup with them would be Killian Hayes, Cade Cunningham, who else? I'm trying to think. Sadiq Bey. Grant, and their brother that was second team all rookie. Isaiah. Yeah. That's the five. Cade, Hayes, Bay, Grant, and Isaiah. That's a good lineup. I can't wait to see the Hornets play the Pistons, man. That's going to be a battle. But I'm gonna tell you what y'all gonna see. You're going to see the media diss LaMelo to uplift Cade Cunningham, and I love it because every time someone talks down on LaMelo, y'all realize he plays his best games. Best Impact says, I see Cade more as a shooting guard anyway. Yeah, he has a 3.5 to 4 assist to turnover ratio. That's not really point guard standards. Like the brother Rashard Phillips said, Cade Cunningham is a dual forward who has guard like abilities. Danny Joe said, yo, what's up with Ben Simmons? Should he be traded? Man, they just need to move on. They need to move on because the Philly fans, man, they had enough of Ben Simmons. I'm not saying if it's fair or not, but for both sides, they got to move on. Ben Simmons, all he got to do is get a shooting coach. They're not even asking Ben Simmons to take a bunch of threes. Just if you're wide open, make your shot. But, man, this has been a good video, man. Shout out to the subs, man. Shout out to everyone supporting New Media Nation United, supporting the channel, supporting the real, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Like the video, share, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends and family or anybody that knows sports. Peace and love, man. I pray for peace for you guys. I pray for blessings. I pray that each and every one of you have the best life you could possibly have. I pray for just understanding and knowledge and gaining wisdom. And like I said, we're a pro-truth channel. So this is not a channel for shucking, jiving, just buffoonery. This is a channel of knowledge and having your own thoughts. And I appreciate everyone. It's all love here. I'm going to have a busy day today, but I'm very thankful of you guys. I appreciate everyone. I may not know you personally, but spiritually I know you. And that's all that matters. New Media Nation United. Y'all know how we do, man. Shout out to Coach Joe, Hoop Jargon, JJ Video, Rev, everybody, man. Macrina Daniel, I see you. Peace and blessings, my sister. Shout out to Latola Muhammad from Uganda. Shout out to the homies in the African content. Shout out to the Jamaicans. Shout out to all the brothers and sisters around the globe, man. It's all love, man. Shout out to every single nationality around the world, whether you're from Europe or from Brazil or anywhere, South America. No matter what, man, it's all love, man. UYP Studio said, great discussion, DJ New Media. Thank you for the $5 super chat to help grow the nation, my brother. Y Star, he said, blessings from South Africa. Shout out to South Africa, man. Shout out to the natives out there, man. Shout out to Australia. Y'all in the house, man. Shout out to the people in the states of America, man. Miami, New York, California, my hometown, Texas, Houston, Texas, H-Town, Dallas, San Antonio, Colorado, Detroit, Cleveland, Ohio, North Carolina, South Carolina, ATL, Georgia. Y'all know it's love. New Orleans, Louisiana. Shout out to the people in Baton Rouge, Arkansas, Kentucky. Man, all the states, man. Rep where you from, man. This has been a great day. The sun is now coming out. As soon as I'm ending the show, the sun is about to come out. Boy, the Most High work wonders, man. I needed that sun. But yeah, this is a great discussion and lesson to the Timberwolves. Stop the player hating. Worry about yourselves and winning, and maybe good things can happen. But man, that karma came through. The Minnesota Timberwolves, who had a horrible season, can't even get a top 4 pick and lost their pick to the Warriors. But that's that karma right there. And if you're a Timberwolves fan, this is nothing against y'all. It's just the teams that were hating on young players. That's my only gripe. But as a Timberwolves fan, you should be pissed off that your team is worried about another player, but not worried about winning. Because you don't see Hornet fans. I'll tell you one thing, if LaMelo would have lost the Rookie of the Year, Hornet fans, what they would have said is, Rookie of the Year or not, LaMelo proved his worth. They wouldn't have been dissing Anthony Edwards because nobody was doing that. The only thing I heard someone say about Anthony Edwards is that he takes more shots than LaMelo Ball. He has more keys than LaMelo Ball. That's about it. But they never said he was a bad player. So shout out to Anthony Edwards. This is a learning experience. Shout out to the young players, LaMelo Ball. Man, and I'm out.